They didn't necessarily have a specific niche market. That they were just, doing things the way that roofing companies do things. They send out a team of door knockers to get leads, and, it just kind of goes from there. And I said, listen, you guys need to find a niche. You need to decide what your niche is, because you can be, a jack of all trades and a master of none.
Even if you look at premium brands like Gucci, LV, or anything that you like, they are not for everyone.
They know their customer. They know where their customer shops. They know where what their customer is looking for. And I say this all the time about us. I know where my customer shops for a car. I know where my customer shops for groceries. I know what's important to my customer. I know where they work.
But what I feel is that a lot of roofers, they come from a background that is scarcity-based background, and they feel that if they don't have the volume, or if they say no to anyone, they will lose business, or they will go out of business.
That this is where you see companies that say, I'll roof anything, including a doghouse. Right? It doesn't matter to me what it is or where the money is coming from. I just need the money so I can make sure that I can survive.
What is the need of a CFO in a roofing company?
The role to me is not just about managing what's in the bank account. It's about managing the overall, how you get to what's in the bank account at the end. There's KPIs to track, right? I can tell before anybody else can tell whether we have a problem or not.
Nowadays, we see people that, especially girls or women, they have the attention, they can do anything, and by attention I mean they don't care whether it's coming from the right ways or the wrong ways.
My husband and I have a beautiful 21-year-old daughter. Raising a daughter in this environment is extremely challenging, because they all have been naively led to believe that if you're not an influencer, if you don't get the attention, that is basically what establishes whether you're valuable or not.
So John Wick is telling this story about the movie Matrix to that girl, and you know what the girl replied to him is that, what's wrong with that? Why can't he just live in the fake world?
We had a client that manages social media influencers, and these girls were spending $10,000 to rent a yacht for a day to take photos on, and they're spending $120,000 a year on clothing and whatever.
I just discouraged all the knowledge I had about psychology. I don't even believe that clinical depression is a thing that exists.
They want to take away the ability to have control for you to have personal control over yourself, your actions, and your emotions. Right?
There are certain limiting beliefs that we have that hold us back. What are your limiting beliefs?